Today, I decided to choose to talk about my 4-year experience as a vegetarian. Would it be cheesy to make a cheese joke right now? When I was in high school, I got diagnosed with a bunch of food allergies, so I had to cut out like a bunch of food groups, and one of those was dairy. I was also allergic to eggs for some reason. I didn't feel well. I chose to not eat meat. It was just really hard to digest. No eggs, no dairy, no meat. I was just kind of a vegan by default of food allergies. It was really hard at the beginning. It was an illness and I had to cut out so many different food groups and learn to cook without potatoes and gluten and dairy and meat, and it was rough. But it forced me to be very creative and I had to learn about what I was putting in my body. I had to do my research. I had to make sure I was varying my vegetables every day, so I was getting enough vitamins. I had to look for different protein sources, which honestly, it's really not that hard. And I only was a vegan for 2 years, and then I was a vegetarian for 2 years after that. It wasn't really for any reason other than my diet issues. It has helped me gain a respect for people who do go vegan or vegetarian because it's really hard. I will say, for the first 2 years, when I was a vegan, I was in school, so I was in college in northern Iowa, and I had no resources, and that is rough. So God bless all of you vegetarians and vegans living in places without resources. It makes you be extra creative, you definitely have to cook for yourself, and you can't really go out to eat anywhere. I mean, technically French fries are vegan, but after a while, now I feel like because of popularity, a lot of chain restaurants are starting to offer vegan vegetarian options, which is great! So happy about that. But also, I moved to Los Angeles, so there are a million resources here, and I'm super grateful for that, and I'm absolutely blessed because I'm still allergic to dairy, so I still eat a lot of vegan food just because it doesn't make me sick. I grew up on a farm in Iowa, so I've never really had a problem with meat consumption. In fact, I grew up, it's expected to have meat at every single meal, and if you don't, you're gonna be anemic. Where are you gonna get your protein if you don't eat grade A beef all the time? I also have seen firsthand meat production, and there are two sides to every story. I don't really have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with people who eat meat. Obviously, I eat meat now. I think it's important to know where it's coming from. I think it's important to recognize the sacrifice of killing an animal. Don't be a jerk about it. It does really save money if you do vegetarianism like a couple days a week. Meat's expensive, brah. So expensive. It's not necessary for a healthy lifestyle. So just because someone's vegan doesn't mean that they are healthier than you. When it comes to nutrition, veganism isn't really a marker for health. Something that I realized is that substitutes and alternatives often have higher sugar and fat content to kind of make up for the flavor. So if you're making a beef patty and it's not 100% beef and it's fake meat, that means there are a lot of ingredients that have to go into that patty to make it taste like beef and to make it stay together and to make it cook. And you gotta be careful of what those ingredients are. Some of them are whole plant-based, and that's awesome. Some of them have a bunch of chemicals and preservatives just to try to make it happen. And at that point, like, what's the point, you know? Also, there are vegan corn dogs, and there are vegan deep fried chicken strips, and there's vegan pizza. So you can eat crappy food and still be vegan. Oreos are vegan. That doesn't necessarily mean you're being healthy. It is a great resource for a healthy lifestyle, but you can also be just as healthy while consuming meat. You just have to know where your nutrition is coming from. I'm super happy also that there are so many online resources now for vegetarian and vegan recipes, Pinterest, and also food services that offer vegan and vegetarian options. In my experience, it was a great way for me to feel better as my health got better and my food allergies started going away. I was just ready to add meat back into my diet. I don't even know, I just woke up one day and I was like, part of me, because I'm stubborn, was like, no, it's been 4 years. You're gonna give up 4 years of this? Don't be a quitter, keep being a vegetarian. But then I realized I was doing it for stupid reasons and to be cool. Like, I didn't want to do it to be cool or to fit in or to be LA or just because it was a habit. I sat down, was like, why are you doing this? No really reason for me to do it. I'm working out a lot more. I'm having a hard time keeping up with my nutrition. I want more protein in my diet. I don't have a problem with eating meat, so I just had a sandwich. I will say it really, for me personally, it really helped me with satiation. So I was eating a lot more. I was definitely more overweight. Actually, when I was vegan and vegetarian, some of it was health issues, some of it was lifestyle. But when I started eating meat again, I was more full. I had enough protein and fats in my diet that I didn't have to eat quite as much. I realized I was eating smaller portions. I did lose weight once I started eating meat again, and currently I would say that's also true. So I've done both. I understand both sides. I don't think either way is necessarily right or wrong. It's up to you. Just want to do a disclaimer that veganism, vegetarianism in and of themselves are not a weight loss program. Balanced nutrition is more important. It's macros, it's calories in, calories out. It can be a great way to start a healthy lifestyle, but it does not guarantee weight loss or fitness in any way. Lastly, I would like to plug a bunch of vegan restaurants in my area because there are some great resources, and don't knock it till you try it. I encourage you to get out and try some vegan and vegetarian food. Sun Cafe, great place, love their cheesecake. They have a bunch of amazing food. You can get half raw nachos, half regular nachos, and it's all vegan. And the raw nachos have jicama slices, like as the chips, so good. Harvest Bar has smoothies and zucchini bowls, so good. They're savory and they have sour cream on them and it's so good. Oh, Hope Cafe, they have vegan Chinese food, really good.
Grade A, B,